industrial revolution, I want you to make a guess, or the audience to make a guess. So under the industrial revolution, which industrial revolution representing by this sort of work? I'm going to spell it to you. Machine doing work, machine start doing work for people.
This should be 1.0.
Oh, 1.0, bingo. What about you? Okay, never mind. 1.0, let's start first. So when the system is able to do mass production, so what's your guess?
Mass production should be 2.0.
2.0, industry 2.0, that's where electricity is being introduced. So machine can be energized by the electricity, is able to do something repeatedly to produce something. So it's where mass production come about. That is industry 2.0. Human see and then machine execute. Need something to do with the automation.
Yeah. Automation then should be 3.0. Industrial 3.0.
3.0. Is your answer correct? Okay. So when machines is able to talk to each other and it create more autonomous, and also it's able to do optimization by themselves, what will be the answer?
Yeah, I hear the keyword autonomous.
Autonomous.
Yeah, Industrial 4.0.
This is Industry 4.0. Okay, do you want to know what is 5.0 is in store for this under the Industrial Revolution? The Industrial 5.0 is talking about what?
Yeah, this one, if you want to know more,
let's
Sembang AIoT.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, good evening, or good morning, wherever you are. I'm Cecily.
Yeah, I'm 𝐓𝐨𝐿.
Happy to see all of you here for this Jom Let's Sembang AIoT again. Weekly we do this Sembang AIoT live. This is live. Just now I just met a friend. Hey, are you doing this live or recorded? Yeah, this is episode 97. We are running this live. Actually, doing live is much easier than doing recorded. Because recorded, you need to do editing and so on. We don't have the luxury to do this because we got plenty of work to do. But again, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in to this Jom Let's Sembang AIoT. Of course, for some of you who do not know what is this Sembang, can you explain to them what is this Sembang?
Sembang is talking.
Sembang Santai is talking, chit-chatting about technology. So of course, during this chit-chat about technology, we Sembang AIoT. Sembang AIoT meaning we chit-chat. We are doing some chit-chat about the technology, especially in the AI and IoT. So in this particular session, or most of the session, we talk about industry, industrial transformation. We talk about smart manufacturing and probably sometimes smart city, smart agriculture, and those things, because these are all driven by the technology. So Sembang bukan seberang Sembang.
Ya, kita Sembang teknologi.
Kita Sembang AIoT. So this is a Malay version of how we present last time, most of the time. So do you want to know what is this Industry 5.0 is in store for us? Let's see in the later part. Okay, by the way, for those of you who have just followed us, we want to show it to you, because we are actually, me and 𝐸𝐿 is doing the, what they call the training. So this is a HRDC fully funded training for SME who are in the manufacturing sector, especially when you do manufacturing. And then if you are doing also services or related to manufacturing, you are eligible for this fully funded training program that we are going to conduct, either 2 days or 3 days. So in this training, we are going to talk about what? Which are the topics that we covering?
My part will talk about the deep learning for the object detection.
Yeah, the computer vision AI, deep learning, and so on. This set of training is actually expanded from way back in 2019, where this so-called AIS, the AI suite, is being introduced. So very pretty much an Intel-based type of computer vision AI, right? So, but then we have fine-tuned it to be able to do both NVIDIA and Intel. Can I say that? So in the training, you're going to learn that part. But of course, on the industrial IoT, what are the things that we are going to cover?
On the industrial IoT, we'll cover some communication protocol.
Yeah, we are talking about connectivity, communication protocol, IoT protocol, and some of the practical, how do you acquire data from the shop floors, from the machines, from instrument, controllers, PLC, and so on. These are the areas that we are going to cover. And also, we are going to do some IoT cloud, So, of course, because you talk about Internet of Things, without cloud, it's just short of something. You don't have this internet component of it. So, cloud technology is being covered as the other part of the in the training. So, this is the HRDC fully funded. If let's say you have friends or you have or you yourself company, this is actually for SME. So you can actually scan the QR code. You can talk to us. We do have this set of training for you. It's 100% free of charge, of course, because it's fully funded by HRDC in Malaysia only. In Malaysia only. So for those of you who are from overseas, probably if you want to learn about some of our training program, also you can go into our website to find out more about that. So today topic we are going to talk about sustainability. Why I asked this question in the last question that I asked is related to this what I call the sustainability. Yeah, today we are going to talk about sustainability and so on. So let's start.
Okay.
Yeah. So normally, Ken Leong will start with something. He has got some, not this one. Yeah. This one. So this will be covered in the later part. So we talk about from a wasteful production to the green factories. Green factory, because in this sustainability, when you talk about sustainability, there are resilience, there are some other things like human-centric and so on. These are the things that we are going to cover. So are we ready? Oh, not yet. So you have to choose one of them. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so we are up. So hopefully you can see our some of the slide here. Is going to do something top computer. So what is this traditional manufacturing practice you're talking about?
Yeah, this one is actually many years ago I already started thinking. Every day we produce a lot of rubbish, some waste. So is there a way for us to avoid the situation getting worse? Because what I saw is this kind of traditional manufacturing practice is, for example, you want to produce an item. Yeah. Of course, you need to get the raw material. The raw material coming from our environment. So you do the mining, you chop down the tree, you get the raw material. After that, this raw material will be transferred to the factory to convert into a new product. Yeah. And then when the consumer use the product, so the leftover will be just thrown away. Will be go to the landfill.
Those waste that you are talking about, right? Yeah.
Yes. So this kind of practice, it will cause a lot of damage to our earth. It's not sustainable at all. So what we can do to avoid this situation becoming worse? So this one is a traditional, what is happening for the past, I think, 50 years.
They are taking from the raw material, they use the raw material to make something, but at the end, they come up with some waste.
Yes.
So they will just dispose just like that.
There.
So these are old days, how people do. Yeah. So before we come into the other part, what could be the definition for sustainability?
Definition for sustainability. Should be
last longer.
Yeah.
You
it's
can
long-term
kind of thing. And then how to make this sustainability, it has to be, for example, this waste. Instead of this just dump the waste, this waste can be recycled.
Recycle or reuse.
So sustainable. So that means it is not accumulating the waste more and more, but it can be used as a recycle material or something like that. So that is one part of it. Yeah. So let's move on. Okay, what is this teamwood? Wow.
Teamwood is a short form for the transportation, inventory, motion, the weighting, overproduction, overprocess, defect, and the skill. I think it's almost as the teamwood. As this thing already. So what the teamwood stands for is describing the waste in your manufacturing process. So the first one is the T stands for the transportation. So sometimes you need to move your stuff from one area to another area because you didn't plan your things well. So moving the stuff or your machine from one place to another place. So this one is one type of waste. And then when you're moving the thing around, there's a chance it might cause a damage to your item. So this one is another type of loss or waste. Right?
I see. Okay.
Then second one, the inventory. So when you have a lot of item already been produced, so you need a place to keep all your things. So the place that for you to keep all this store.
So it will be occupying more and more space.
Yes, this one is another type of waste.
So it's another type of waste,
when this thing are not necessary. And then number 3 is the motion. So if let's say your worker need to have some extra motion, because I need to walk, or need to bend down, or need to transfer something, that one is some
another waste of energy. Okay.
It will cause your worker become tired. And then reduce their efficiency.
Wasting of resources. Okay.
The unnecessary motion. Then the number 4 is the waiting. It's the waiting time. So your machine is already turned on, but don't know waiting for what. It's not running. Maybe it's waiting for some preparation or some other things. We don't know. It's just waiting. It's not producing anything.
Right.
So this one is another type of waste. And then overproduction, also another type of waste. Your customer didn't request for so much, but you overproduce. And then you need to find a way to keep all your stock. So overproduction is also not good. It's another type of waste. Overprocess, you can take it like, for example, customer requirement is only one, maybe up to grade B on it. But you overprocess, you produce a grade A item for the customer.
It's a kind of waste of also resources.
Especially at the QC side.
Waste of time also, when you take more time to produce more quality product and things like that. Okay.
And then, of course, the defect. So no one can accept the defect. So defect is a type of loss already. And then one more is the skill utilization. So you let a very experienced worker to do some very basic tasks. So it's another type of waste.
Okay, that's why at the end it's actually teamwood.
Teamwood.
So his name, I thought the guy name called Tim, and then his one name is Wood, so teamwood. Okay, let's move on from here. Okay, before we move on, just now, we are talking about waste, all the waste there.
Yeah.
So are you talking about those are the old days how people is doing? They actually have this kind of a lot of wastage.
Yeah, actually, this kind of wastage is quite common even in today.
Up to today also we
Up
have.
to today also still happen if you didn't go to check about all this waste. Yeah.
So now you.
Yeah. So how are we going to address this waste?
Okay.
You can through the lean manufacturing.
Yeah.
So for example, the 5S, Kaizen, JIT.
We know the Kaizen is came out from, this is a Japanese word.
Yeah, obviously.
So in Chinese, Kaizen meaning 改善. 改善 is,
keep improvement.
So keep improvement. Okay, 5S, JIT, just JIT is just in time.
Yeah, just in time. So you don't overproduce.
Okay, so these are the how this waste can be this kind of waste issue can be tackled.
Yeah, and then actually all these method it appear I think it's before the Industrial 4.0 already exists. So after entering the Industrial 4.0, how we can even more enhance all this method? We use another way with the help of the IoT and AI. We improve all this method to become more efficient. So one of the ways is you can use sensor. So instead of previously we use a human to do the motion study. So there's another worker use a stopwatch to calculate the time for operator to carry out a process. So, but now we can use a sensor to do this thing. And then with the help of AI, it's able to calculate the time required for operator to complete a process. So even with the help of AI, so this process is become more automated, and it won't cause the stress to the worker because no one is supervising you how you do the job already. So the data that you collect is more accurate.
Okay.
So this is one of the example how the current technology, AI and the IoT can help to enhance this method.
I see. Okay.
Okay, so we move to the next slide.
So this will be the smart factory.
Yeah, this one will be the future trend. So where we can, so in order to achieve the sustainability, we need some renewable energy. So we cannot still rely on the fossil fuel. That one is going to run out one day. So we need to move to the solar energy, the wind power, or some hydrogen. And then for the smart factory also have we need to have the concept of the zero waste production. So starting from the raw material until you produce the good. So how are we going to minimize the waste in order to achieve the zero waste production? So this kind of concept need to have inside the industry, and then we also can make the thing become better through for example, some predictive maintenance. This one can reduce the machine downtime. That one is another type of waste. So by reduce that one, can help you to reduce the waste as well. And then as you can see in the picture, you have some robotic arms. That one is to automate some process. So it can reduce the human error. So less error, we'll get less waste and less defect product.
Okay. Okay, interesting. So at the end of the day, smart factory will need those energy resources actually from more natural kind of sustainable kind of energy in order to drive the operation to make it more sustainable. So is there any more?
No.
Okay. So let's come to this part when we talk about this sustainability. We come to this sustainability. we usually, just give me a second. I can see my mic is still working properly. Okay, the mic is working properly because the other day when we talk halfway, it's suddenly silent. Cannot see. So let's come back to question number 5. People and machine being created together, and it's run in a smarter, greener, and more kind of a situation. So that cover under what is the number?
5.0.
So cannot be other number lah.
Yeah.
Cannot be 6.0, cannot be 7.0, cannot be 8.0. It's going to be 5.0.
Other
So
number,
industry 5.0 talk about what? Okay, let's discuss. You see, all the things that just now we have just discussed, we talk about resilience, we talk about, we are talking about more sustainability lah, yeah. So in here, what we have is, we are going to have this, what they call industry 5.0. 5.0 talking about 5.0, there are the three main key principles. Yeah, three main key principles about industry 5.0 is human-centric. Previously, human is being put aside, let machine do more things. Correct? Let the machine talk to each other, run by cyber physical system to get it more autonomous. That is non-human centric. But in the industry 5.0, human being is being pulled back again. So to make this industry 5.0 more what it call human centric. Yeah, human centric is one of the key design principle in the industry 5.0. Sustainability, just now we just talked about sustainability. Sustainability talking about whether this thing can be lasting long, and then not necessary you will be dying off one day. Your environment, that means you are using the resources from the natural resources, for example, sustainability energy like solar and so on, hydroelectric and so on. So that won't just die off like that. Let's say you rely on this petrochemical thing, one day things will be used up. Yeah, that is the key. We're talking about sustainability. Of course, sustainability not only talking about where you use the resources, they also take care of how the work is being done. So as far as that's why that is all related to this human-centric. When you put human aside, at the end of the day, nobody is going to work in the factory. Then you can't do any progress. So there's no human part. So human is being pulled back again. So to make it more sustainable, meaning there's kind of AI and AI collaboration between the human being and the artificial intelligence to put together, so that you can prolong, or you can do more sort of a sustainable kind of environment, create sustainable kind of environment. So of course, the last design principle of 5.0 is resilient. How much can you withstand if, let's say, you're running out of resources? What kind of ecosystem that you have, in order to stay more resilient in terms of your production activity or smart manufacturing activity. We talk about industry 5.0. Let's come back to the question just now. Just now we talk about machine doing work for people. It's 1.0. Mass production is the industry 2.0. Human watching machine execute this is automation, is industry 3.0. 4.0 talk about machine and machine talking, integrated, more autonomous, can do optimization at the same time, by themselves. These are industry 4.0. But when it comes to industry 5.0, previously 4.0 is doing this one autonomous. You don't need people sometimes, but then in 5.0, human factor is being brought back again in order to make it more sustainable. That is the industry 5.0. So let's move on from here. What would be the role of IoT? Maybe we can discuss about this one. What is the main role of AI and IoT in terms of building up the Industry 5.0. In this case, we don't talk about only sustainability. We talk about resilience. We talk about human-centric. We talk about collaboration and so on. So how does this AI and IoT play a part? For example, in the first thing, so when you want to do this sustainable or you want to create a sustainability kind of environment or operation, you need what? You need data. Okay. The first one, we talk about data. Where does this data come from?
Data come from IoT.
Data come from IoT. That's why IoT play a very good, important part. IoT is basically creating the fuel, is providing a food for AI to consume. Yeah. After consuming, it give you suggestion, it give you values in terms of predictive, forecasting, optimization, and so on. These are the area where you're doing this part. And the other part will be in terms of human AI collaboration. You can see in most of I think that the past session we talked about humanoid. But humanoid also, or cobot, so it's kind of collaboration between human and this thing. So human just not only stay there watching, but it's interact with the AI to produce something more beneficial or create more values. Yeah. These are the key area about how AI and IoT is able to play the part. So in the hyper-personalization production is also one of the contribution factor by AI and IoT. Just now, like what you say, just in time, you don't overproduce, reduce waste. Now some customer, they want to produce this, I want to produce 5 pieces only, I can put it up to you, you are able to do this one. How can we achieve that? So of course, they need to have some production data, so they know how much they require. The AI, let's say you use AI is able to quantify for you or optimize for you. These are the set of material that you need, so you can do the thing more easily or faster. So that is a hyper-personalization kind of production. I think you can see this one more and more, especially in China. People can produce using 5 pieces, 10 pieces. They just take no MOQ at all. These are the areas that people is talking about. So of course, we go to this resilient and adaptive operation. How does this AI or IoT make the system more adaptive?
Okay, so especially now the generative AI or the large language model, so we have the ability to self-learning.
He is able to do self-learning.
Yeah.
Okay.
So all this ability of self-learning means that the model itself has the ability to adapt to the new environment. So this is how the adaptation can happen.
So the adaptability or flexibility can become greater because you do not need to have someone staying there, mastermind the whole thing. Your knowledge can be trained, can be fine-tuned into a large language model on a Gen AI. It's able to do something for you. So the thing can be done more flexibility, more in a more flexibility way, more flexible way. Okay. So the next part will be the sustainability optimization. Of course, in the past we talked about this net zero.
Zero carbon emission.
Zero carbon emission. How can we achieve the net zero?
We need to plant tree.
We need to plant tree. I still remember when we talk about this, the net zero, we talk about carbon credit. If let's say you have to drive car for 1 year, in fact you need to plant don't know how many 20 or 30 trees, then only can offset. Let's say you drive from Kepong to KL every day like that. So if you driving a petrol car, not EV, petrol car. So practically, in order to offset that one, you need to plant, I still remember, 20 or 30 trees like that in order to offset to make it net zero.
Yeah.
So meaning so all of you who drive you right now every day, let's say use a 20 to 40 kilometer. So you better go and plant the tree. Those one must be big tree, not a small tree, So in order to have this net zero impact. Okay. So of course, empowering workforce, how does this AI or IoT able to empower the workforce in this area? How does this happen?
Empower the workforce. So it already seems like similar to the human and machine collaboration.
Yeah, so that part, human and this AI collaboration between human. Of course, empowering workforce can be also with the AI. You can have more kind of AI assist kind of operation rather than just purely depending on a human being. AI assist meaning you can give you suggestion. So it empower people in your workforce. So that will actually give you more more sustainable kind of operation. That is actually part of the Industry 5.0. Of course, we are talking about the role of AIoT. So, okay, I think today I would like to just to thank for some of you who have just watched us. You are watching the Jom Les Sembang AIoT. We are on the episode 97. 97 meaning actually our target for this Sembang AIoT is about 100 100 session. Today we are doing the 97. So we got 3 more to go. So I hope if let's say you find this session relevant, please do help us to like, subscribe, and even share to some of our friends to finish up the last 3 chapter. We are on the we are on this episode number 97. Of course, what we sembang AI, we sembang IoT, but more onto the actual application. In the early videos, let's say you watch some of the early videos, we have done some demonstration in terms of how you can set up the IoT gateways, acquiring data from temperature, sensor, vibration. We even do some predictive abnormality detection, computer vision, AI, deep learning, and so on. So there are many demonstrations that we have done. But I think after this 100, maybe we will just probably we will continue to do more shorter one, but more focused one on certain application. Yeah, maybe that is one of our aim. So with that, I think thank you very much for watching. Today is a very short one, episode number 97. We want to wish you a happy weekend, because every time we wish happy weekend, because we are hosting this in almost a weekend, Friday, 4 o'clock. So thank you for watching. We will signing off from here. Thank you very much. We will see you in the next session. Bye-bye.